This unsettling clip was originally shared by Morgan Lambert, who lives deep in the Appalachian Mountains with her husband. One day, while at home, she started recording after hearing a strange voice, something her husband insisted he couldn't hear. It wasn't until they played the audio back that he finally heard it too. The discovery deeply disturbed them, prompting the couple to install security cameras around their property.
Stop. Like, there is literally no way.
What are you talking about?
It's like not stopping.
What does it sound like?
I'm hoping the camera gets it because I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I just... Is it nebula?
No.
What does it sound like?
You. It sounds like you.
Me? Wait, like, this sounds like someone's house?
Mm-hmm. But it sounds like you. Don't go up there, don't go up there, don't go up there.
Should I call cops?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check the camera upstairs, make sure no one's here.
Are you like messing with me because...
Babe, I really don't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay, it's just nebula upstairs. There's no one up there.
Let me see if I got her on here. Do you... What was it?
Jesus.
My God!
Dude,
It was under the table.
That thing's full. The cats could not have done that.
That's heavy.
What they captured next only intensified their fear. The footage revealed unexplained noises echoing through the house, followed by unsettling activity inside their home. Furniture appeared to move on its own, and heavy objects shifted from their places, things far too heavy for their cats to have caused. The incident left them questioning what exactly was happening in their home. Many believe that because the Appalachian Mountains are nearly 500 million years old, strange and unexplainable phenomena are not uncommon in the region. Folklore even warns that mysterious voices like these should never be acknowledged. Whether this was a natural occurrence, a trick of perception, or something far more disturbing remains a mystery, but it certainly left the couple shaken. What do you think could be behind it? A man set out on a solo hike through the Austrian mountains, following a barely visible trail that wound its way through dense forests and steep rocky slopes. His goal was to reach the summit before nightfall, but instead, his journey took an unexpected turn when he stumbled upon something hidden and haunting. An old World War I cemetery that doesn't appear on any map. Choosing to linger, he began carefully examining this forgotten burial site. The video documenting his discovery carries a chilling title. They're in the cemetery, afraid of the light and screaming. The name alone evokes ghost stories, whispers of fallen soldiers and restless spirits said to rise at night. Of course, those tales are likely just legend. What makes this discovery truly remarkable is that no one before him seemed to know the cemetery even existed. Faded wooden crosses and crumbling stone markers barely poke through the moss and overgrown grass, while the heavy silence around the site adds to its oppressive atmosphere. As he explored the graves, there was a brief, unsettling moment when it looked as though a face was peering out from behind one of the headstones. It was almost certainly an illusion, shadows and the beam of his flashlight creating the eerie effect of pareidolia. Still, the sight left a chilling impression that lingered long after he left. A man named Francis Zuber runs a YouTube channel dedicated to documenting his skiing adventures through rugged, snow-covered mountain terrain. But in one particular video, which has amassed over 1 million views, He recorded something far more alarming than a scenic ride. In the video description, Zuber wrote that he was skiing in the Mount Baker side country when he noticed something unusual, a snowboard sticking out of the snow near a tree well. At first, it was only a quick glimpse, but it was enough to make him stop and investigate. What he discovered was shocking.
Come on.
Experts later explained that Steger had virtually no chance of freeing himself and would likely have suffocated if no one had found him. The footage shows Zuber springing into action, digging frantically to clear snow from around Steger's face so he could breathe, then continuing until his entire body was free.
All right, how you doing? You good?
I'm good.
Okay, good. I'll get you out of here in a sec, okay?
Steger later shared that he hadn't even heard Zuber approaching. The only sound he could make out while trapped was the rhythm of his own breathing. Black Craig is a YouTuber known for exploring trails, forests, and remote landscapes, documenting his outdoor adventures with a calm and peaceful tone. His videos often feature solo overnight camping trips in the wilderness. But one particular episode took an unsettling turn when he decided to spend the night on Sotherfell in England's Lake District, a location steeped in eerie folklore. For centuries, locals have spoken of a mysterious marching army said to appear along the ridgeline, with sightings dating back to the 18th century. Witnesses once claimed to see vast ranks of soldiers moving silently across the hillside on Midsummer's Eve, though no evidence of an army was ever found. Craig set up camp with his dog and spent the evening enjoying the sunset before taking a walk along the ridge.
It's 8:30 and I thought I'd have a little wander along the hill ridgeline. There's the tent there, obviously a little cairn as well. So the sun, it's not far off the drop behind that hill now, and it has dropped a little bit in temperature. This coat is a little bit overkill. 20 past 10, still no sign, nothing. And it's getting quite dark now. Moon's up, we can't see it, we can't even see me. The moon's up, one of the planets is up, I don't know what that is.
Everything seemed normal. As darkness fell, he switched his camera to infrared mode, but still nothing unusual appeared. It wasn't until he returned to his tent that the tone shifted. A tall figure was suddenly standing near the entrance.
I've switched to night vision mode. Got the infrared on, and I probably look very, very strange, but I can't see anything now. It's kind of weird looking probably in this. There's still quite a bit of light in the sky there, but in terms of on the ground, it's very dark. You can see Finn though. Yeah, so I've not seen anything. I've not seen a single, not even a single soldier. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So that has absolutely scared the out of me. I'm not kidding you. I was walking down there, coming back towards the tent, talking to you guys. I'm telling you right now, there was somebody stood right here. Oh, I'm not kidding you, the hairs on my arms stood up. My skin crawling. Right there. Finn's just oblivious to me.
The sight left him frozen with fear, and he quickly retreated inside, overcome by the chilling sense that someone, or something, was still out there.
I don't know, honestly I don't know what the hell I saw then. I don't know whether I saw, maybe it might have been in my imagination now. Honestly I don't know, but flipping heck, that really spooked me. Really, really spooked me. We're just gonna try and get a bit of kip and see how we get on. Finn's down. I don't think I'll get any kip.
Months later, Craig returned to Sotherfell determined to understand what had happened.
Blah, blah, blah. And I'm absolutely certain there was someone stood right by the tent, and that's what I was like. So what I did is I got the camera and I spun it round like this and started to face forward and walk towards the tent. I was kind of coming down here. It certainly wasn't boggy. It was nice and dry that night. And as I got to the tent, there was no one there. So I was still filming this whole time. Got here, like, right, okay, someone's messing about here. They're either hiding behind the tent or they've jumped into this long grass here, so I came over here. That I played the footage back, and if you've seen the video, you'll see that it cuts out. It cuts out as I turn the camera around and start walking that direction. I was still filming then. I was still going towards that grass and looking and everything, and I didn't know. It's rubbish. I didn't find out until I got home that the camera, for some reason, just stopped recording as soon as I turned around. However, and I'll put it on the screen now, I caught something. There was something stood by the tent. Something tall, something scary looking, but pretty much what I saw, you know. So what I saw was actually there.
Reviewing his footage, he noticed that his camera had inexplicably stopped recording the moment he turned it toward the figure. Yet, just before it cut out, the video clearly showed a tall, shadowy silhouette standing beside his tent. Exactly what he remembered seeing. To this day, Craig has no explanation for what he encountered on that remote hillside, leaving the mystery of Sother Fell as haunting as ever.
For anybody asking, this is my family home. I grew up here, and we've never had a single experience like this. I don't know what is going on. I'm getting a lot of comments saying I'm doing it for views, and I'm doing it for likes. And I promise you I am not. Don't like the video, don't comment if you don't want to. I just need somebody who knows what this is to please reach out. I don't care if it's in a comment or privately, just please reach out. And please just help me. I don't know what to tell my wife when she gets home. I can't afford a hotel for the night. We're doing a remodel in the bathroom. And everything's just going to shit right now. And I'm not trying to be dramatic about this, but I have no idea what to do. And everybody in the comments all day has just been freaking me out. And I want to think this is just in my head, but I keep listening to it over and over and over again. So somebody please reach out with an answer or some help or something. Thank you.
Andy explained in a shaky video that the house seen in his clips is his family home, the place where he grew up, and that nothing like this had ever happened there before. Visibly distressed, he addressed accusations that he was fabricating the situation for attention, insisting he wasn't seeking views or likes. He begged anyone with knowledge of what might be happening to reach out, either publicly or privately, saying he didn't know what to tell his wife when she returned and couldn't afford to leave the house. With their bathroom under renovation and life feeling chaotic, Andy admitted that the growing fear, fueled by online comments, was overwhelming him. As he continued pacing through the house, it seemed as though he was searching for something. At the time, his channel had only a small following, but what happened next unsettled viewers even more.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing. You can literally hear that. You can literally hear that. No. Oh my God. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I told you. Come here.
In a later clip, Andy appeared alarmed as an unexplained noise echoed through the house, followed by what sounded unmistakably like his own voice, calling from another room. The incident left many watching deeply disturbed. Some speculated he might be experiencing a psychological breakdown, while others believed something far stranger was at play. A few days later, Andy uploaded one final video. It showed him silently pacing inside an empty warehouse, not speaking a word. The description read, "I've been allowed to sleep in this warehouse for a few days. I've overstayed my welcome. They know I'm here. He ended by asking viewers for their thoughts, but offered no further explanation. The next disturbing encounter was uploaded to YouTube on October 1st, 2022, while descending the rocky ridge of Mount Futago in Japan. This man was suddenly ambushed by a bear from behind. Instead of panicking, he relied on instinct and chose to confront the threat head-on. Yura. Auu Yura Yuragura. He began shouting in an attempt to scare the predator away, striking downward with his hands, delivering front kicks, doing everything possible to show resistance. Then he scrambled back up onto the ridge, anxiously looking over his shoulder to make sure he wasn't being pursued later. Upon reviewing the footage, it became clear that the bear had attacked to protect her cub. He had unknowingly entered her territory. And that's what triggered the aggression. Since the animal had struck first, he had no choice but to act purely in self-defense. This clip first surfaced on TikTok, but has recently gone viral again online. In it, a group of hunters captures a mysterious sound echoing across the distance, one they couldn't identify. Some viewers quickly dismissed it as a pack of wolves native to the region. However, many others believe the source might be something entirely different.
I think it'll pick up that sound. Yeah. Man.
The recording was later analyzed, and results revealed that its frequency doesn't match any known wolf calls in North America. Instead, it aligns almost perfectly with one of the longest Bigfoot vocalizations ever documented. Here's how the two recordings compare side by side. Whether or not this is truly evidence of Bigfoot remains up for debate, but it certainly leaves room for speculation. What do you think? On October 6, 2022, during a climb on Mount Manaslu in the Himalayas, a group of mountaineers encountered something truly harrowing. The expedition began without incident, the ascent calm and steady, until powerful winds suddenly swept across the mountain. The climbers anchored themselves in place, bracing against the violent gusts. Then, to their shock, mountaineering gear began tumbling down the slope toward them.
Oh my God, somebody's there! Somebody's there! No,
The immediate question was chilling. Whose equipment was it? Moments later, the horrifying answer came into view. A body slid lifelessly down the mountainside, passing dangerously close to the group.
Somebody hit them! Ah! No!
And upon closer inspection, a second followed soon after. Panic set in as shouts for help echoed across the slope. Local news reports later confirmed that a massive avalanche had struck the upper sections of Manaslu that morning. Early accounts indicated that more than a dozen people were injured, with at least one fatality reported. The raw fear and emotion captured on video left the climbers deeply shaken, forcing them to question whether it was even safe to continue their ascent any further. In this footage, captured in the foothills near Calgary, a mysterious creature appears to have been caught on camera, and it seems to be in distress. Its eerie, almost human-like scream has fascinated thousands online, quickly sending the clip viral and sparking intense debate about its origin.
Oh, this is it. Maybe it wasn't 2012, it was 2013.
Speculation ranges widely. Some believe the sound could come from a moose, while others argue it might be evidence of Bigfoot or even an enraged bear. Whatever the source, the unsettling cry is undeniably haunting. Was it simply a lovesick moose calling during mating season, a sign of Bigfoot's presence, or something far more sinister? The question remains open, and viewers continue to share their theories in the comments.
Oh, this is it. Maybe it wasn't 2012, it was 2013.
This next clip, filmed by Chloe Turner somewhere in the UK, begins with a simple sighting, a motionless object hovering in the sky. Believing it could be a UFO, she started recording. But what unfolded next only strengthened that suspicion.
I swear I said. Look, there's another one in the cloud. Go. I can't hear you. Paris, there's fucking loads of them over there. Where?
Very suspicious.
I'm freezing. Fucking alien. We come in peace. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh my god. I just had that on camera. That was nuts, mine, wasn't it?
The camera captured not just one unidentified object, but several. The appearance of multiple objects added fuel to speculation, especially given the timing. This sighting surfaced amid growing public discourse, with experts testifying before Congress about UFOs, claiming not only that alien craft are in human possession, but also that recovered non-human bodies exist. Whether this footage offers real evidence or just another unexplained aerial phenomenon remains unclear. But the timing, combined with what was captured, has left many wondering, could this truly be proof that we're not alone? What's your take? This forested area is considered an anomalous zone, and according to the video, its dark history dates back to the 1800s. A meteor is said to have struck the village of Kodnica, Poland, killing hundreds of people. More than 2 centuries later, this is what the site looks like today. The video's description recounts a chilling local legend. Every year on January 11th, the souls of those who perished return to the place where they died. They are said to wander aimlessly through the woods, and anyone present on that date is guaranteed to witness their ghosts. Filmed live on January 11th, 2021, the creator explores the wooded ravine, capturing atmospheric shots and striking visuals. At one point, his mechanical watch inexplicably begins running backward. After nightfall, he continues filming, planning just a few more shots before heading home. But then, something he didn't immediately notice occurs.
Это жесть.
In the darkness, he sees movement in the distance. As he approaches, he assumes it's his own shadow. But viewers later spotted something unsettling, what appeared to be a pair of ghostly legs dangling from a tree. In reality, the creator later explained, it was a local teenager who had climbed the tree out of curiosity to watch the filming. The most unnerving part? He never noticed the figure at the time. And if he had, he admits he likely would have been terrified. Joey, a TikTok creator known for documenting his daily life and travels, often explores new places with his girlfriend. On this trip, the couple drove their van deep into the woods at the base of Pymatuning Mountain for an overnight camping adventure, recording everything on camera. After finding an ideal spot and spending a quiet night in the van, the next morning began like any other, until Joey's girlfriend stumbled upon something deeply unsettling.
Lodge Explorer.
Huh? What? What?
What is that?
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, shit wasn't there last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night. You ain't do that. Holy shit.
Just a few feet from their van, a medium-sized rock had been carefully placed on a tree stump. But it wasn't the rock itself that alarmed them. It was the chilling message carved into it. I will kill again. The rock hadn't been there the night before. It appeared sometime while they were asleep, positioned deliberately where they'd be sure to notice it. Unsure whether it was a twisted prank or a threat from someone dangerous, the couple debated what to do. Ultimately, fearing the message could be connected to a violent individual who might harm others, they decided to report it. With no cell signal at their campsite, they drove down the mountain to call for help.
Hi, so I kind of have something crazy and weren't sure who to call. So we were camping off of the forest road right next to Douglas Fir last night. There was a rock that we woke up to that was carved into that said, I will kill again, placed next to our van on a tree stump.
Okay.
But I didn't know.
Felt like we should have called and told somebody there was a note that said, I will kill again, scrawled on a rock and left near a van in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we need to do, Did you take a photo of it at all?
Yes.
And a video.
So what we want to do, we need to contact, I'm going to have you contact the Whatcom County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
And they're the ones that take care of that for us here, but it's good for us to know as well. Well, let's see. Oh, what is it?
Feeling really secure right now.
James Griffin.
Okay.
He's a Forest Service patrol captain, and then he can pass that on with the Whatcom County for the Sheriff's Office as well.
Okay, I will give him a call.
All right, thank you for letting us know.
Thank you.
Be
Bye.
careful.
Be careful.
Hey, Alex, how secure do you feel up here now?
They contacted authorities, explaining the situation and providing photos and videos of the rock's placement. While the forest ranger they spoke to seemed to suspect it was just a prank, the police took the matter more seriously.
No, we left it right there. We did take pictures of it, but like I said, it's right down the road. We left it right where it was, just so we could get into service and
Get the hell away from the rock.
Yeah, are you going to be at your event for a few minutes?
Yeah, we'll be here.
Let me call my sergeant and see if he wants me to collect the rock or if just photo be sufficient. So
If y'all don't want the rock, I'm gonna go back and get it. That's pretty cool. Like, I've never been left a love note from a serial killer.
It's just.
Well, I guess, one of my thoughts is, have we had anything suspicious like that happen in that area?
Yeah.
Or anywhere else?
Hey.
So let me ask my sergeant what he thinks, and then I'll call you back.
Okay.
Ma'am, and I don't know if it counts for anything on the police scale, but I'm a pretty wild individual and not easily scared, and that shit gave me the heebie-jeebies.
No, that would weird any normal person out, yeah.
And I'm not normal, that's the thing. I'm very abnormal, but that shit scared me.
And the abnormal.
How long do you think before you call back? Because once we go inside, the service kind of dips out.
Less than 5 minutes.
Okay, perfect. I'll just stay out here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll just make a call.
Documenting the case and advising them on next steps. Still unsettled, Joey and his girlfriend decided to retrieve the rock for investigators. But when they returned, another group of campers had already set up at the site. Concerned for their safety, Joey explained what had happened and showed them where the rock had been found. The new campers, visibly disturbed, thanked him for the warning.
Hey guys, we just wanted to warn you about something. We stayed here last night. I'm gonna show you something real quick. So you see this right here? We stayed here last night and we reported this. This was not here when we went to bed, but this rock right here that somebody scrawled, "I will kill again," was laid on this stump sometime between when we went to bed and when we came back. And we came back to get the rock because it freaked us the fuck out, dude. We were here last night in the morning and it was there. So we left it there and went down and got service and called the cops. We came back to get this. We saw you here. We're like, hey, we're going to tell you what we found.
Yeah.
We've stayed here 2 out of the last 3 nights. It's completely silent. The fucking brook is wonderful, but that was really freaky, dude.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if you're going to come serial kill me, goddamn fair game, cuz. Yeah.
I'm cool.
Cool. My name's Joe, man. Are you staying up here in the PNW? Joe.
Joe?
And that's out. And everything.
Maybe wanted us out, and that's what it was.
I'm going to take my hatchet, put it in.
Yep.
Hey, fuck around and find out. Hey, man. Thank you
guys
so
don't
much.
hear from me, something happened to me.
Yep.
All right.
We know.
Be safe, crew. Nice to meet you, dude.
One admitted he was armed, just in case whoever left the message returned. Questions lingered. Was it simply a cruel joke to scare people away from a popular campsite? A local's way of discouraging visitors? Or a sign that someone nearby had far darker intentions? Joey, who described himself as not easily frightened, admitted that the experience left him deeply shaken. The timing, the message, and the precision of its placement all felt too deliberate to ignore. On March 23, 2023, deep in the forests of Oregon, a motorcyclist named Eden was recording his ride along an off-road trail when something completely unexpected occurred. Although he had explored this area before, something about it felt different this time. Unsettling, even.
If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side. Hello?
As he pressed on, the atmosphere shifted, and a disturbing series of events unfolded ahead of him. Sensing something was off, Eden decided to turn back and head home. But months later, curiosity pulled him back to the same spot. and this time, the encounter was far more unnerving.
There's even more bones than last time. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. I'm probably going to turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to leave.
Almost immediately, he noticed there were more animal bones scattered around than during his previous visit. The trail seemed endless, stretching deeper into the woods, and then the forest grew eerily silent. In an instant, every cricket stopped chirping, a sudden stillness that felt like a warning. Through the dense brush, a tall, pale figure appeared. It crouched low and moved deliberately, almost as if stalking prey. Panicked, Eden fumbled to start his bike and eventually sped away, shaken by what he had witnessed. No one knows for sure what he encountered that day. Some viewers speculate it could have been a large predator lurking in the forest, while others believe it was something far more mysterious,